Hey everybody, it's Bandor Tyrell and I'm back again with another video. This time I'm going to be going over a new product that I'm putting out called the Modular Bar System. It's a complete system for building your own custom bar, uh, in, including animations and things like that. So the bar itself doesn't really have animations, but there's a bar tap that does have animations. So this is an adult product for adult use only. But I'm not going to be showing anything adult in this video, so you don't have to worry about that. This is a suitable for work video, I hope, unless somebody naked comes walking by here, because I am in a public club on an adult sim. This is Club Kimiko. If you haven't ever been to Club Kimiko, I'll give you a quick cam around so you can see what it looks like. This is Club Kimiko. It's named after Kimiko Beverly, the founder of Maui Swingers Resort. So anyway, here we are. I'm here. We used to have a bar here, but I got rid of it because I'm in the process of making this new system. So I want to set it up for you. So it's a complicated system. That's why I'm doing this video. So you can see what all comes with it and what and how you work with it. So first thing I want to do is open up my inventory. And where's the button for that? Boom, there's my inventory coming open. And it's going to come in a box like this. You're going to get this when you buy it. You'll receive this box. It should be in your received items folder. Mine's right here. It's called Debauchery Modular Swingers Bar System version 1.0. I'll probably make a non-adult version of this as well for people who might want it, but this one is an adult version and it is swingers. And so the bar tab has poses for up to 4 people, 2 men, 2 women. Two of them are the bartenders. Right now it's the 2 guys who are the bartenders, and then there's 2 girls who are dancers on the bar. And then there's solo poses for all 4. There's couples poses for one bartender with one of the girls. Uh, Actually, both bartenders with either girl. And then there's threesomes and foursomes as well as that. So that's what it's going to come with. But for now. So the first thing you want to do is you just want to drag this out and res it on the ground somewhere. And that seems to be taking an inordinate amount of time. Make sure I do it. There we go. Helps if you do it correctly. So there's the box. Just right click on it and do open. And then you're going to copy that to your inventory. And then you get all the note cards and stuff open up. So we're just going to close those for now. And then you'll have a folder here called Debauchery Modular System. Debauchery Modular Swingers Bar System version 1.0 box. That's the name of the folder. And when we open that up, you'll see, as soon as I go find it again, the joys of inventory management. I have a few things in my inventory. 319,947 things. It begins with the D for debauchery. There it is. Open it up. Go ahead and we'll get rid of this. And these are all the things that come in it. So you get note cards that explain how to do stuff, but the main important things are you get the bar, which consists of 4 pieces. There's the modular bar corner, a long section, pass-through section, and a short section. So you get these 4 parts of the bar, and I'm going to go ahead and res those out so you can see them. When you res them, they float a little bit, so you can see it's above the ground. And there is a floor shadow on it, so you can just drag it down until the floor shadow disappears. And then back up until it just reappears. There, that's good enough. And then that's the corner piece. Then we're going to look at the next piece, which is the long piece. Oops, I attached it. I don't want it attached to me. Detach it. Go ahead and res that out. And I can do the same thing, just drag it down and back up. But since I already know this is the height, you can go to object, you can copy, Control C, and then click on this, double click or triple click in there, and then Control V, and that gets it at the same. Oops, I did the wrong one. No, not the floor. Wow, this is not going It's not going smoothly. Never does. You want to copy the Z, which is the vertical, and paste it. There, now it's at the same height. And then we'll do the pass-through part. Do the same thing. Paste that. And then the last one is the short section, which we'll put right here. Once I get this inventory out of the way, we can give you a little better view of where we're at. Okay, so those 4 items are out. All right, so what else is in here? So the other things in here are, I give you 2 bar refrigerators, which I'll go ahead and res those out. There's a bar fridge with a glass door and a bar fridge with a stainless door, and they're copy, so you can res out as many of them as you want. This is the where's the handle? Oh, it's the back. That's why. That's the back of the bar fridge. So this is the one with the glass front, and then this one is a stainless steel door. So I think this bar that we're in is not on a, it's not aligned to the grid, so everything we're doing is going to be a little more challenging as far as moving things around because it's not aligned to the grid. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and just align everything to one of the cardinal points on the grid to make it easier for me, and then when we're done, we'll arrange it. Anyway, there's the, I think they're a little low. They don't have floor shadows on them because they're going to be inside something. So the door's open. Well, the door's got a transparent back on it. I didn't know that. I just made these today. I had made them a long time ago, and I thought I would throw them in here. And they didn't have opening doors, and I thought, oh, somebody's going to want to open this door. So I added a script to open the door, but I didn't realize that there's no back to the door. So it is what it is. I wasn't going to give you these refrigerators, but somebody said, hey, why don't you include those refrigerators that you have at Maui in there? And I thought, okay, I can do that. So that's how that happened. All right, so there's the 4 sections to the bar, 2 bar refrigerators, and then the last thing I think is this bar tap, which is called the Debauchery Round. Oh no, there's a bar stool. I'm also including the bar stool that I just put out in here as well, so you don't have to buy the bar stool. You're going to get it included in this kit. But if you already have the bar stool, that's fine too. So here's a bar stool. And same thing, it's floating a little bit, so just res it and lower it down until you get the shadow disappears, and then pull it back up until the shadow just appears. There we go. So there's a bar stool, and that's copy as well. You can make as many, you can res as many copies as you want. You can drag and clone it if you want to, whatever. And then the final piece of this is the bar tap, which is right here, Debauchery Modern Swingers Bar Tap version 4.0. I have one called version 3.0, which is out on the market. It's for sale. This is a different one. I don't think that one's called Modern. This is the Modern one. So this is a different look. It's a completely different. I redid the whole thing. So we're going to res that out. And you can see it's a completely different looking bar tap than the one that I have out already. And these are all texture changing except for the 2 refrigerators. I didn't think that you needed to change the textures on them, so I didn't put a texture changer in. You just get the stainless steel. It is PBR, so these 2, they have non-PBR and PBR materials, but everything else is just PBR materials. So if you don't have a PBR viewer, it's going to look white to you. But if you do have a PBR viewer, then you get to take advantage of looking at something really cool. All right, so let's go ahead and just arrange these in a way that you can see them. I lied. I was going to say I was going to do it on the grid, but I'm trying to make it so you can see it. Okay, so there's the pass-through. And if you'll notice, the door on this pass-through opens and closes just by clicking on it. So that's to give you, if you want to make an enclosed bar and you want a way to get in and out of it, you can do that. This is a short section. Here's the long section. And the corner piece that you can put on any corner. So this yeah, like I said, because I'm not on this bar that I'm in is not aligned to the grid, it makes it very difficult to see these things appropriately. And putting them like this makes it hard to move because you can't just slide. You have to do 2 directions. And then these things. So that's all you get in the kit. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces in here. All right, so then let's talk a little bit about the texture changers. So I put a ton of textures in the bar stool, and I put a ton of textures in the bar sections, and I put 6 different ones in the tap. So to get the bar tap texture changer, there's an invisible prim that's on right here in this middle of the different pulls. I didn't want to put it really big and make it so that if you'd have to, not be able to. Okay, let me explain what this means. So when you want to sit on the bar tap to be the bartender or to play with any of the poses on it, you actually have to sit on it. Let me put it over here on top of this so you can see it in a more logical setting. It has a shadow on it too, so you can just lower it down until the shadow disappears. It's a little harder to see. And then it just sits there. I like to put it back about this far from the edge. Okay. When we're aligned to the grid, it'll be a lot easier. And we'll do that in just a minute. But anyway, I wanted to show you. So if you want to be the bartender, you just right click on it and sit here. And now you're the bartender. And you can see I'm making drinks. I think I have my AO on, so I'm going to turn that off. So here I am making cocktails at the bar. Ta-da. Oops, I got it backwards. There I am. Now I'm behind the bar making cocktails. And I put my drink over there. So I'm just going to click on it and pick 10 bar, make a drink. And now it puts the drink in the appropriate place. I got an extra one. I'm going to have to edit that out. Gonna fix that before I release this. I'm gonna have to get rid of one of those. It has an extra, a resident extra drink. All right, so there's it's making a martini, and there it is pouring the martini into the glass. Ta-da! Okay, so you want to be able to sit on this, and so if I put a big prim over top of it, you couldn't sit on it because the prim you need to click on to change the textures. So if you let's go in, I'll show you invisible. So you can see there's the prim right there. It's on the very little pull in the middle. This one right here. So that's what you click on to change the textures, is the short pull in the middle. Click that and you get the texture changer menu. You can see I only have a menu called metal and a security. Security lets you say, so if you don't want your customers to muck around and change your textures on you, you can set it to owner or group or all. I think by default it's set to all. But click on metal and you'll get the list of texture choices that you have. I didn't put a lot, and they are using polished metal, so it's very highly reflective and shiny. So you can have chrome, which is kind of the thing I think people will probably use the most. Just looks like you would see in a bar. It looks like really chrome metallic look. Or you can go back and click metal and pick red aluminum, which looks cool. Oh, it's a little low. Let me raise it up. There we go. And then copper. Again, these are PBR materials. Gold. So it's highly reflective. You can see a lot of the reflections in here. And bronze. And lastly is black. So it gives you quite a few choices for what you want it to look like, depending on the textures that you have picked for the bar itself. Okay, so that's the texture changers in the bar and how to sit on it to actually access the poses. So if you click anywhere else on the bar tap, you'll get the sitting menu again. So you can make a drink, you can pour a beer. There's my beer, and reach up to the tap, and I'm gonna pour a beer. Or you can have sex. You can mess around with the girl she stands right here, or she'll lay on the bar here and do dances on top of the bar. I don't have a girl with me, so I'm not going to show you. Okay, so that's about the bar tap. So let's go ahead and get off that. Wee-hee. All right, so the last thing I want to show you on, well, it's not the last. The next thing I want to show you is how to change the textures on the sections of the bar. So I hid there's no animations in there, so if you sit on the bar, there's no poses, so you don't do that. Down here at the bottom, you'll notice each of the pieces, there's a base piece that never changes color. It's always this black down here. That's where you click to change the textures on the actual bar sections. Now, they're not linked, so each piece is separate, and so it has its own texture changer engine, so it's not like you can just click one and change everything. I'll try and, my texture changer script doesn't do that today, but I'll look at what I can do to make it work that way. It actually used to work that way, but I changed it, so I may do that down the road, but for right now, you're gonna have to texture each piece and get it set up the way you want. So you just click on the base. So you have options for, there it is. So you have options for the theme. Theme changes all the parts. And so there's so many different textures to choose from, but I only made 10 themes. A theme is a combination of the other parts. So you can change the tops, you can change the footrest, which is this part down here. And note that the corner doesn't have a footrest. Or you can change the siding, which is this section here. And so there's 24 or 25, I think it's 24 different tops that I have materials for, 25 different sides, and I think 13 different footrest textures. And so that gives you a combination of about 46,000 different looks that you could create. Of those 46,000 different looks, I did 10 so that you only have to do one click instead of clicking on all three things and going through the menus and picking stuff. So they're examples. They may not be the ones you like, and so you can go in and mix and match and do your own thing, or they could be a starting point for you, and then you just change the things that you want to change. But let's look at what themes we have. So if you click on theme, sometimes the menus time out, so you just have to click it again. So theme, you'll see that there are, I'm going to close this. I accumulate these little boxes so badly. All right, so you can see here, and every time I click this, it's going to pop down to the bottom right-hand corner, so I can't really help that. But you'll see there's a bunch of different ones here, and this is for the themes. And so right now, this is the rustic theme. I decided, I made this at the last minute. It was a recommendation by Danny. For something that would look good in in like a outdoor bar. Like if you wanted to put this on your patio, you might want to do this with the stone base and the wood top. I thought that was kind of cool. It also works good on a beach environment like we have at Maui. This is not the one we're using at Maui, but it could be something you could use. Or it could even work for a medieval situation if you wanted to do that. Now the bar tap's not really medieval, but I have a medieval bar and I have some medieval bar taps that would work in its place. But you could use this for something rustic or something medieval. All right, so the next one here is white marble. Yeah, it timed out, so I got to do it again. White marble. And so it sets the top and the sides to the same white marble PBR material, and it set the footrest to a gold. Now this white marble has gold in it. That's why I decided to do a gold footrest. You can see there's actually gold swirls in here as it loads up. And it's a reflective looking marble with a nice little sheen on it. And so if you wanted to have all of your parts of the bar match, you would do the same thing for all of them. So you just click the base, pick theme, and then do white marble, and then do the same thing on the next one. Click the base, hit theme, and do white marble. And then lastly over here, click the base, go to theme, and pick white marble. And I recommend that you do this before you build your bar so that you don't have to do it on all the pieces that you use in your bar. So you can just do it on the 4 pieces and then just copy those pieces when you want to build your bar. But get the color, the textures the way you like it. So I have a, this is a light being cast down here. That's why it looks a little weird here. You see it on here and you see it up here. That's actually from this light source that's above us shining down. So I think I'm going to try to get rid of that for now because it's annoying me. I can find it. There it is right there. Just move it out of the way. There. Now you can see what it really looks like without that light shining on it. Okay, so there's the corner, there's the long one, the short one, and the pass-through, all using white marble. Okay, so that was the first one, this white marble. Let's look at, let me go to the long section and we'll do it there. Just so you can see what it looks like. All right, so we're gonna go to theme. That was white marble. I have one called industrial, which is something you might see in a garage or in some kind of like rough environment. It looks like really rusty, like it's under construction or something. Okay, then the next one is red aluminum. And then I'm going to show you a little trick that you can do with these as well. So sometimes I create them for you. I do a non-shiny and a shiny version of these metals. So this is kind of the not so shiny. It's a little shiny, but it's not super shiny. It looks like metal, but it doesn't have a high sheen to it. If you want to apply a much brighter looking reflection, all you have to do is edit this now. So just select the faces that you want to edit. Let's just do the top and the footrest and leave this one not so you can see the difference. So select the ones that you want, go to texture, make sure you have PBR selected, and then go down to roughness. It's currently set to 1, which means no, it's extremely rough, which means not polished, and not polished means not shiny. It's kind of reverse logic, but anyway, so 1 on roughness means it's not really shiny. So I set this to 0, which means there's no roughness, which means it's highly polished, and a highly polished surface is very reflective. So 0 on roughness means highly reflective. Okay, and just click out of there to set it, and then if you look, now the top of the bar is way more reflective, the footrest is way more reflective, but the middle section isn't. Now I could have made it really reflective too if I wanted to. Same thing for the bar up here. I think, oh no, it's not, it's because it's built in the material. You can't do that. Sorry, misinformation. All right, so that's the red aluminum. If we go back to theme, we can say, what does red and black look like? So this is a combination where I took I have a black theme, or not a black theme, but I have black materials on each of the parts. And I set the black for the siding, but I left the red, highly reflective red on the top and the bottom. So you kind of get this red and black look, which I think is cool. Let's go back to theme and we'll pick black and gold. So I did the same thing, but I use a gold on the top. And this one is not super reflective. So, but if you want it to be, you can make it that way. Go back to theme, bronze. This is going to be all bronze. So it's bronze on the top, bronze on the side, bronze on the footrest. And there it is. Okay, go back to theme again and pick gold. So this is going to be, it's not a super reflective gold, it's just a metallic gold, which is still pretty reflective, right? But it doesn't get that kind of mirror sheen to it. Not a true mirror, mirror is something else, but anyway, it's got this nice kind of metallic looking gold. But again, if you want to make it look really polished, just edit it, select the faces, pick the 3 faces with holding down, oops, not that one, this one, and this one, holding down shift, and then change roughness to 0. It doesn't have to be 0, you can go in between too if you want. And now see, it's way shinier. Looks like gold bullion you'd find in Fort Knox. But if you want to go somewhere in between, let's do that. Select face, pick the faces that you want to change, go back over here, instead of 0, let's do 0.5. And let's see how that looks. Okay. But you can play with this and adjust it however you want. All right, let's go back to theme. Let's see what's left. There's AO. AO stands for ambient occlusion, which means there's no real texture applied to these. It's just white. And then the cool thing about leaving it like this with white, you can call it white. You can say, okay, this is my white version, and I'm going to use white. Or you can then go in with your select face and then edit that. And then what you can do is you can go to base color. Oh, right here, this tint. Nope, that's not the right one. This tint. And you can apply colors to it. You can colorize it. Or you can just pick whatever color you want. That doesn't work in PBR. You should be able to do this and it should be changing, and it doesn't. That's a bug in the viewer. Anyway. So that's how you can colorize using the AO texture theme. You can colorize this. All right, so that's that. What else is there? Let's go back to theme. I think there's one more, which is black. Yeah, solid black. I did a couple of different kinds of blacks to give you choices. This is just called black. But I think this is highly polished and this is highly polished and this is not. If you look at it, it looks that way to me. Okay, so that's the themes. And all of these 4 parts have those same things. So if I wanted to use, say, the black and gold theme, just go back to theme, pick black and gold. And then do that on all 4 parts. Theme, black and gold, theme, black and gold, theme, black and gold. All right, so I've got all my parts looking like black and gold. And I have black on my bar tap, but if I want to, I can put that to gold. If I prefer gold. I like the black though. That's what it would look like with gold. Gold on gold. But let's go back to black because I think it stands out more. Okay. Now, let's build a bar. How are we going to build a bar? So again, remember I said the bar that I'm standing in is not aligned to the grid, so everything's at an angle. So I want to make sure that we're doing this in a way that's easy to do so you can follow along. So we're just going to take these and we're going to snap them to the grid like that. And I'm going to move them out of the way. Those are my kind of my masters. I don't want to mess them up. I'm going to copy from that because I've already got them set up the color that I want. Okay, so let's just build a really simple little bar. So a really simple little bar, I'm going to use one of these and I'm going to use 2 corners to get. I could just leave it like that. If I just want a really, really simple little bar, like for your house or something, you could just go with that. And then you can take the bar tap, you can put it on top of this, and you'd have a bar, and you're done. But let's say I don't want it to have the squared off ends. I want to have the rounded corners, right? So I could take my corner piece, and I can drag it. And I just eyeball it. You can be more precise if you want, but I just kind of eyeball it. Kind of like that. Looks about right. Okay. And if I want one on the other end, just take it, drag it, and clone it. Rotate that to there. And then just drag it over. And then kind of, there you go. You could align these and do all kinds of stuff to make it really precise, but I find that in Second Life you spend more time trying to make things precise than is necessary. So now we have a bar that looks like it's got rounded corners on both ends. Maybe I want to have a little circle on the end, so then I could take that, clone it, rotate it, like that. And if I want to do the same thing on the other end, just clone it. Sorry, my phone was ringing. I'm expecting a package to be delivered, so I just wanted to make sure that I'm available for that. So, all right, so just move it over there, roughly speaking, about there. Maybe just a wee bit. This is a gap here. So, okay. So now I have a bar with rounded ends. What if I want to make the bar bigger? Well, I could make the bar bigger. I could just take these. Let's take these and drag them this way. Take these 3 pieces. We're going to pull them over here to give me more room. Take these, move them over here. Grab one of these long pieces. Oops. Hold the shift key down when you drag it to clone it. And then rotate it 90 degrees. Put it in here. Like that. Here we go. Then move these 2 back in place, like so. Then I want the same thing on the other side. Rotate it 180 degrees and pull it over until it's where it needs to be. About like that. It's probably a little bit much. So, and then I have a gap here. Well, I could just leave that gap, right? Because that way people could walk in here. So I can walk in there now. Can walk inside my bar, right? But that's why I have the pass-through. And the pass-through is made the same length. The pass-through is the same length as the short section. So you can substitute a short section with a pass-through. So let's just get a clone of that. The footrest is on the inside, so we want it to be the other way. So let's flip it around. And then just drag it in place. About there. About there. This is too far in. Okay, so now we have the bar all the way around. So this could be a bar that's not up against a wall, right? So if it's not going to be up against the wall, it's in the middle of the room, you can do like this. Now you have a bar that you can be inside, and you can go in and out of it by walking through the pass-through like this. Just open it up. You can walk through. Physics doesn't get in your way. And close it when you're done. And then, as far as the bar taps go, just take a bar tap. Go ahead and rotate it. And drag it where I want. Roughly about that far from the edge. You can center it if you know where this thing is at on the red axis. You can just copy that and then paste it on here. Now it's centered on your bar. And then if I'm going to clone it, it's going to reset, and it's going to load the animation. So that one's going to be loading. That's fine. Turn this around the other way because you want to be standing on the inside of your bar, not the outside. Put it about that far from the edge. And now you've got 2 bar taps on your bar. And everything's lined up well. And now, how do we get it back to look right inside this building? Well, just select everything, including the bar taps, all the parts. and then just rotate the whole thing. Then you can put it where you want it. Ta-da! You back it up a little more. Like so. Now we have a bar that's in this room, perfectly set up. And then you have your bar stools. And so for the, well, before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and turn it back the other way because I want to put the refrigerators in here. And probably the bar stools too. So let's go ahead. It doesn't matter which, we can go this way, we can go this way. We'll do it this one. All right. So I want to put some of these refrigerators in here. Just drag them in. And these were made to fit. This is the bar. This is the exact same bar that I use at Maui Swingers Resort. So I made this for Maui, and I made these so that they fit. So I can put one in there. If I want more than one, you just drag it and do like that. And now I have multiple. Or I can put them over here on this end. Maybe I want one with the solid door over here. Rotate it. And put it up so that it fits nicely. And then I'm going to leave a little bit of room. I'm going to pull it out so that the door is not inside like that. You can make it flush like this, or you can have it stick out either way. All right. And then I want my bar stool. So how do you put your bar stools? Well, the first thing you want to do is just sit on the bar stool so you can see how it's oriented, right? And when you sit on the bar stool, you're standing because this bar stool is made for 3 people. So 3 different people can sit on it. Well, 3 people can't occupy the same space. So what happens if you don't do that is that they clip each other. So our bodies would be like inside of each other and it would look stupid, right? So in order to avoid that, I have you standing up. So just go to the guy menu, pick sits. He sits, and pick the first pose, which is chilling. Okay, so that means I should be facing the bar when I'm sitting. So I know I'm 90 degrees the wrong way. All right, so just do that, and then move them over here. Check where your knee is, and make sure that your knee is not inside the bar. That's about how far you want to be away from it. Maybe go a little closer. There we go. Now I'm sitting at the bar. And then to get another bar stool in the middle, just do this, clone it, and do another one here. Oh, before I do that, let's get rid of these because I also want to make sure that the color matches my bar. So let's talk about I'm going to go ahead and stand off this. So let's talk about the bar stool. So the bar stool also has texture changer in it. You can see these textures are really cool. These are 2048 by 2048 PBR materials, and they're gorgeous, if I do say so myself. Now, the texture changer on the bar stool is in the rivets here. So just click the rivets, and then you'll get a menu like this. Theme, which means the same thing. It changes everything. Or the frame, which is the wooden parts. The rivets are these little metal rivets, and then the seat is this part. So you have the ability to change all of those, or to do a theme, which is kind of, again, it's some pre-made examples. But I want to change the frame to gold, and I want shiny gold. So I have gold, but I also have shiny gold on some things. So let me make sure. Do I have a shiny gold, shiny aluminum, shiny chrome, shiny gold? Boom, there it is. So I have shiny gold. And then on the rivets, I don't think I have a shiny gold. So pick the rivets and just pick gold. And then this is kind of a gold seat, but I want to mix something a little better. Let's go seat, and then we'll pick one called gold swirl, which I think looks pretty cool because it's black and gold. There it is. It's a black and gold material for the seat. Okay. Again, as I accumulate all those open panels. All right, so now I can sit back on it. Guy sits. He sits, chilling. And then now we can clone it. Put them out. If I want ones on the other side, just do like this. Rotate it 180 degrees. Make sure my knee's not inside. Now, select everything. So select the 3 bar stools over there, the 3 bar stools here, all the parts of the bar. Both bar tabs, all 3 fridges. Make sure you have everything selected. And then just rotate it. It's a little close there, so just pull it out a little bit like that. And this floor is not level here, so it's kind of weird. And there you go. So now we have created a bar for this club that looks incredibly good. Has 6 bar stools sitting out. You could add more if you want. You could put one here, put one over there. Each bar stool seats up to 3 people, so that's 6 times 3 is 18 people. So 18 people could be sitting here, plus 4 people on each bar tap, so that's another 8. So you're looking at 26 people could be sitting around this bar, and each bar stool is 6 Li. The entire bar, the bar itself is 29 Li. The bar taps are another 8 Li, and then these guys are 9 Li. So what's the whole grand total for everything? Let's see. With everything selected, it's sitting at 82 Li. So it's 82 Li for 6 bar stools, 2 bar taps, an entire bar with 3 refrigerators in it. I don't think that's so bad. To me, that's not bad at all. And it seats 26 people. And you can drink. So let's see. I know I have positions in here that have drinking in it. On the stool, hanging out. Look at porn. Yeah. Woohoo! I'm looking at a porn magazine. Talk on your phone. Be a bar guy. All these sitting poses are PG. There we go. Have a beer. Okay, maybe it's R-rated because I'm drinking beer. Have a beer. Beer time. Woohoo! Cold beer as opposed to warm beer. Have a beer in the other hand. Oh no, it's just sitting chilled. I don't know what that's doing. Oh, there's a beer. So several of the poses have alcohol in them. Anyway, just thought that would be cool. So anyway, there it is. That's the bar stools, the bar, the refrigerators, the bar taps, everything in the complete modular bar system from Debauchery. If you have any questions on this, feel free to reach out to me in World. I'm Bandor Tyrell. My SL name is Bandor Benningborough. Or you can reach out to me here on YouTube. Anyway, I'm going to end the video here. If you have any questions at all, please reach out to me. If you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. I put out a lot of videos on how to build things. So videos on PBR stuff, and I'm going to do one probably right now on how to make a mirror and post that so you can see how to build your own mirrors using PBR materials. Anyway, that's that. So if you have any questions, let me know. Talk to you guys later.